EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Levis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Colts at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this one is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Levis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense that came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Moore on the return. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cleveland. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
It's
an 89-yard kick return. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
People talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stopped short of the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 6. Play action. It's Smith. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go, here we go. Middle.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 more there and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
13 there. 49, flip it off, 49. No ball.
From the red zone now, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Browns. DJ Moore. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Santoso now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Browns 14, Colts 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now a give right side Swift. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Levis sets up to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. The 20. 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Algier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Gino on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Smith now to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To the air again, Smith. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, you're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. In motion goes the tight end. Levis now on 1st and 10. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Levis. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Play action now, Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd and 6.
Levis on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The final shot here before break. Smith. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Round 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Coach TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
And that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Hey, it's a clip.
From the gun, here's Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down.
Hey, alert! Alert! Oh.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Levis now off of play action. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Gino. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No ball.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
13X. Jackson left.
On 4th down, Smith. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets it down to the 32. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Middle. Line. Hey, go flip her up.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53. 49, flip her up, 49.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, it's a clip.
Smith throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Defensively, that time they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Smith. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
13X.
Throwing again is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Here we go.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Catch left. Tuesday. Middle. Line.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
53.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
49, flip route, 49. No ball.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They run once more with Taylor. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Line. No ball. Hey, trio left.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Check 58.
Geno now to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
13 next.
They snap it to Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Look, Jack's left. Tuesday.
Here's Smith. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One last throw here for Smith. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. 53, 53. 49, flip her up, 49.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And